Yo, man, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, none out of swole, none out of chosen one, none out of glow. Man, if you don't say the intro with me, you ain't a real OG. Feel me? Back with another video. Woo! Let's go. Like, comment, share, and subscribe my content. We going to the top. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to every single one of y'all watching my videos. This is just the beginning. All glory to the Most High God for waking us up another day, fellas. We are up another day to strive for greatness. It may seem like sometimes you don't got energy. It may seem like sometimes, you're not seeing what you want. But you got to keep faith in God, bros. It's all a test. It's all happening for you. Always remember that. I don't care how bad you're feeling right now. You need to stay on the journey. You need to trust the process, and you need to keep your faith in the Most High. Also, keep your faith on the journey, because this is how you're gonna, keep retaining for long streaks. You got to keep your faith. You got to put all your faith into Christ, fellas. Trust me. You feel me? But y'all seen the title of this video, man. I really want to speak to y'all, about stop playing with yourself. Stop touching yourself. If you watching me right now, and you're practicing semen retention, you most likely, you've done that before. Most likely you've done that before. Most likely you touched yourself before to some pixels, to some screens. And I really want y'all to understand how weird that is. Even I've been there. We've all been there. We got to realize that's weird, fellas. That's not normal at all. You need to stop playing with yourself. If you're watching me right now and you still playing with yourself, you need to stop, my brother. You killing yourself. You feel me? You killing your potential. You got to realize when you hop on semen retention, bro, you are upgrading. You're literally upgrading. You're walking into your potential. You're walking into, your pureness again. You're walking into, being a true man again. This is what it is, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. And when you keep fapping, when you keep touching yourself, you're becoming less of a man. You're depleting your masculinity, your masculine energy, your masculine essence. You're just not going to, really see nothing out of your life when you keep releasing. You're not. And that's just me being straightforward, bro. When I used to play with myself, like, you got to really think, now you're on semen retention. Congrats. But you got to really think and understand how weird that is. You think we were meant to do this? You thought touching yourself, was meant to be normal? Fellas, you need to wake up and realize everything in society we've been told here in this matrix is cap. Bro, it's cap. Y'all gotta understand. If you don't understand that by now, then you're still lost. You gotta catch up. Because at the end of the day, what they've been telling us to do is all cap. They made it seem like, this fapping thing is normal. It ain't normal to touch yourself, bro. You are touching yourself to two people fornicating. How is that normal? Like, I don't know how some people who still do this think it's normal. I see no type of normal in it. I don't see normal in that, bro. Like, I'm on semen retention. I'm retaining my seed. The way I'm becoming more masculine. I'm getting more mental clarity. I'm drawing closer to God. I'm just improving my life, reaching my potential as a man. And when you're on semen retention, for a fact, you're going to reach your potential. For a fact, you're going to reach your potential. I'm 19 years old, bro. I haven't even reached my peak. I haven't even reached my peak. I haven't even reached my prime. As a man, this is not my prime. I'm 19. I'm still young. But I have this type of knowledge even some 30-year-olds don't have. They still play with themselves. They still fap. They still, consume, low vibrational waves. They still are doing these low vibrational things. Feel me? God is good. Blessings is coming. Feel me? We got an airplane. Wow, man. God is good. I hope y'all ready for some blessings. For me, I know I'm ready for some of my blessings. I'm ready. For me, hey, that's that. Hey, God is good. But let me get back on topic. Stop playing with yourselves, fellas. Stop. Even y'all woman, if you watching me right now and you a woman, stop touching yourself. That's so weird. You're losing attraction. You're losing your potential. Even as a woman, you are losing yourself. It was never meant for us to do this, you know, to touch ourselves. What is that? How is that normal? Like, I really want to, you know, I really want to, you know, talk to every single person who does that still and ask them, hey, what is your reason, you know, for fapping? People have multiple reasons why they fap. Some of them may say stress, anxiety, you know, depression, you know, just, you know, hiding their insecurities. A lot of people fap for different reasons. You know, some people just fap just to feel pleasure. But some people fap because they actually need help. They're addicted, bro. You need Jesus. If you're addicted to, you know, doing that, fapping, fornication, you need Jesus to save you. Man can't save you. I can't save you, bro. I can't. I can give you advice to get the right, you know, way to go, but I can't really save you. I can't. I'm man. I'm human. So what I really want y'all to understand is that, yo, playing with yourself, there's nothing coming out of you playing with yourself. What do you gain when you play with yourself? What do you get? Like I truly want to know this. What do you actually gain when you touch yourself, fellas? You don't gain nothing. Even fornication. You know, bro, it's just pleasure. If you're procreating, that's beautiful. That's great. You found your wife, beautiful, great. You want to procreate? That's beautiful. That's the purpose of life. Procreation. But not just to, you know, touch yourself. That's weird, bro. Especially, you know, like wow, bro. Like I'm just in a different type of thinking right now, bro. That is so weird. Because the way I'm feeling right now, you know, the way I have so much good conversations, you know, with the opposite sex and just people in general, because I'm pure. People want to talk to people who have pure energy. I'm trying to tell y'all, you know, I just came back from CVS. You feel me? Shout out to CVS. You feel me? They be getting me right with the things I need. I went there, bro. The female at the register, bro, she sparked a conversation with me. She couldn't, bro. It's like she couldn't stop talking to me. Bro, when you're on this journey, I'm trying to tell people will just spark up conversation and they're gonna keep talking to you. Feel me? I was at the register. I only got 3 small items. What was it? I think mouthwash. What else did I get? I got some, you know, some medicine for my brother because his allergies acting up. I got a couple things and a tissue. That's it. We had like a whole 8-minute conversation. Literally. She was talking about how she goes to Ohio State. I was like, okay, cool. That's what's up. Feel me? When females are trying to, you know, I know it. You know, I know when a female likes you, when she wants you to, you know, take it to the next step or whatever, she's gonna keep talking to you. She's gonna see what you say. But at the end of the day, we just had a vibe. This is what you can do on SR. You're just gonna vibe with these women, bro. You're not gonna want to fornicate. No, you just want to vibe. You're gonna have a good conversation. That was beautiful. I loved that. You feel me? I loved the fact that I just had that conversation and it wasn't no weird vibes. When you retain, there's no such thing as weird vibes. When you're busting nuts and touching yourself, bro, you're gonna be giving off weird vibes. People don't even want to talk to you. People don't want to talk to you. People can't spark up conversation when you look drained. You know, you're so in, like you're just not confident. You released. You know, you feel shy. You feel anxiety. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Them consequences are real when you bust a nut. Oh man, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. God is good. The sun is coming out. Let's go. But I'm trying to tell y'all, them consequences is real when you busting loads, bro. People are gonna know it subconsciously. They can tell you weak. Subconsciously, women can really feel it. You know, men gonna feel it, but women, at the end of the day, they can really feel when a man has lost his seed or when a man is retaining his seed. She can tell subconsciously. God made them this way. They can really tell because they're meant to receive our children. They're meant to receive the seed. So they can tell when, you know, you're full of it. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. So when you retain, it's like they can sense your pureness. They can sense that masculine essence, raw energy. You ain't faking it, but you confident. When you release, bro, you know, you try to put on a persona. You try to put on an act. So most of these dudes do, bro. You know, they use the things they got, the cars, the jewelry to put on an act to seem like they're confident. You know, they get guns and they start showing you the guns. That does not mean you're scary, buddy. No. That does not scare, you know, a man of God. A gun? No. The only man we fear is God. Simple. I'm a God-fearing man. Fellas, retain y'all seed and stop touching yourself, bro. You know, some of y'all wonder why some things don't go right in your life. It's because you are not, you know, obeying the commandments. It's because you're not doing what you need to do as a man. You are touching yourself. That's not what you're not supposed to do. That you got to ask yourself, do animals touch themselves? Even animals, have mating season, bruh. They not out here fornicating and touching themselves left and right. When it's time to mate, they go crazy. That's how it should be. Procreation only is when you release. Procreation only, bruh. That's how it was destined to be and meant to be. But now, it's crazy to me. Like, I really want to know who first created that this fapping stuff. Because he needs to get, something needs to happen to him. Whoever created fapping, I'm pretty sure it's the government, whatever elite, whatever, higher up created this. I know it's obviously the devil. He put it onto these, these people for them to do, make this normal. So, it's really sad. Feel me? I just got a call. My fault, y'all. It's really, really sad. How a lot of people, think, fapping is normal. Fornication, just, with anybody you see and they look good visually, you want to just have intercourse with them. That is not normal at all. That means you're sick. You're too horny. You can't control yourself. That's bad. People lack self-control, bro. This is what people lack in today's society. Self-control. They can't control their desires. People want to fornicate. People want to have fun. They want to get lit. Man, bro, it's so sad, bro. Because the way I feel when I retain and I'm talking to people, bro, my energy is so pure. They can feel it. People are complimenting me. Oh my gosh, I like your skin. You're glowing. I like your hair. I like your structure. You're going to have women saying, I like your posture. Because you standing so confident. You got them dripping. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You're going to have these women, bro. You're going to have them looking at you twice. They're going to look at you, but they're going to, whoa. They're going to look again. Another airplane. Oh my gosh. God is good. Hold up. Y'all see these airplanes coming through? Blessings, 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 blessings. Woo! I'm ready, God. I'm ready. You feel me? I'm ready. These blessings are arriving right now. Stop playing. Wow, bro. It's so close. Sheesh. Feel me? Let me find out. We finna take trips. Feel me? I'm chilling in nature right now, fellas. I'm just chilling. Speaking to y'all one-on-one. Making y'all understand that, hey, touching yourself is far from normal. That's weird. Far from normal. Don't even question is fapping normal. It's not. I don't care how many people are telling you it is. They're lying to you, bro. That's not normal. You're draining yourself, bruh. You are killing yourself. You're making yourself less of a man. You're lowering your confidence. You're lowering your potential. True potential comes from you retaining, bro. Your true potential, when you retain, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see your true potential. You're gonna understand, hey, why was I doing all those weird things back then? Why was I touching myself? Why was I trying to chase these women who didn't even find no interest in me? And y'all also need to stop doing that. If a woman ain't interested in you, stop simping, stop chasing. Just let it go. You a man, focus on your grind. The solitude life is obviously the way to go right now. If you're on SR, you should be solitude already. Unless that right one comes in your life. Solitude life is great. I had a comment, in my comment section asking me, one of my subscribers, he asked me, hey, Nana, what do you think about the solitude life? Yo, here's your answer, my brother. Bro, it's perfect. It's great. I have no problem with being by myself. No problem. I've accomplished so much by being by myself. And I ain't planning on, stopping. Why? Unless, I get the right one, there's no need for me to stop, being by myself and upgrading my life. There's no need. You feel me? Stop touching yourselves, bro. You're going to be full of life when you stop touching yourself, bruh. You're going to be full of life. You're going to be pure again. Women will actually find you attractive again. People in general will find you attractive because your energy says it all. Natural charisma. Bro, I be telling females now, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I had this one female I was talking to the other day, I don't remember. I think it was one of these apps, you feel me? I was just having fun. I think it's called what, Omegle? It was on Omegle. Your boy, bro, I was on Omegle just having fun, just talking, rising up. You already know the deal, feel me? I was just chilling, feel me? I was talking to this one female, bro, so we was having a great conversation. This is what I'm starting to like. I'm starting to like, holding conversation. I love this type of, energy I have within me because it's like we gain this ultra confidence. You can hold conversation as a man. That's perfect. That's great. Women love that. Bro, I was holding conversation. You feel me? I had her blushing, had her moving her head. Bro, you gonna have them just overwhelmed with your energy, bro. You feel me? She started laughing. I was like, yeah, I know. You feel me? I do this for a living. I make people laugh. Your boy, I don't know, so was risen up too much. She had to leave. You feel me? But I got her digits. I got her number. I was like, okay, cool. You feel me? I'm young, bro. I'm just having fun, bro. I was talking to her. You know, I'm trying to get better with my skills, just talking. You feel me? With these women. So I did it. I was like, hey, I'm a natural comedian. I make people laugh. She was like, make me laugh. I was like, bet, you want me to make you laugh? All right, bet. All I did was stare at her with a straight face, and she started busting out laughing. That's that SR charisma. Woo! I'm trying to tell y'all, I retain, bro. This is too, like blessings, bruh. Y'all be thinking I'm capping, bro. Like, I really want, you know, the people who think I'm so-called lying, you know, to hop on this journey yourself. You need to do it. I can keep preaching it, but if you ain't doing it, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the brothers retaining, man. And if you're not, you need to get on the wave now. You need to retain your seed now. You need to stop touching yourself now. You need to. You're blocking your blessings by touching yourself, bruh. You are, man. It's not human. It's not even natural to do that, bruh. It's not natural. Like, bro, I'm on a different type of thinking right now. Like, bro, touching yourself is not normal at all, fellas. It's actually not normal. Hold on, y'all. It's actually not normal. Like, bro, we've been deceived. We've been fooled. But we're, you know, this is why, you know, we were all fools once. You know, I think it says it in the scriptures. You know, you're going to be a fool before you come into wisdom. Facts. We were all fools. We were touching ourselves, fapping. The people who are still doing that, they're fools. Not to be egotistical. This is just what it is. They haven't walked into the knowledge of, you know, they haven't walked into that wisdom yet. They haven't. If they do, they're going to realize that, hey, what am I doing? That's weird. I need to stop touching myself. Fellas, practice celibacy. Practice semen retention. Practice monk mode. Woman, practice celibacy. Feel me? Hold your sexual energy. Stop releasing it. Stop pleasuring yourself. That's weird. That's so weird. I'm not going to sit here and say that's good. No, it's not. What's good out of that? What you going to gain? You're draining yourself. You're killing yourself. You're killing your potential. You're not gaining nothing at all. At all. Remember that. When you touch yourself, think twice and think to yourself, hey, what am I going to gain from me about to do this? What are you going to gain, my brother, my sister? What you going to gain? Nothing but just sorrow, hurt, anxiety, depression, low energy. Oh my gosh. Think twice. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We coming with the bangers back to back. Y'all know the deal. Whatever y'all need is going to be in the description. It's going to be in the all the links y'all need is going to be down below. Just take a look, cop some merch. You feel me? Do what you got to do. But I'm out.